I mean, like our opinion at Seed Stage is distribution is the number one issue
Right.
on why there's a cold start problem on getting from 0 to 1. And so what we've really tried to build out at Recharge with our infrastructure is sustainable distribution moats that we can continue to invest and build companies in the future that can leverage these distribution moats. And so one example of that is we are big in the women's healthcare space around IVF specifically, in vitro fertilization. And so we have a company that we created a few years ago that is buying, acquiring, and operating clinics throughout various regions, predominantly Southeast Asia. And so these clinics allow us to cater to IVF patients, mostly in Asia, and basically provide them technology-enabled services and upsell services. So when you look at the workflow for a patient going through IVF, there's multiple opportunities for us to A, bring down the costs using technology of getting the core IVF service, but then B, also upsell them other services that might be relevant for where they are in the particular process. Everything from postpartum depression to mental health to traditional Chinese medicine. I mean, the sky is really the limit. Not to mention there's financing and insurance that we can provide as well. And so that's how Recharge is built out. We have three major distribution channels that we have built out over the last 4 years. One is in fintech, one is in women's healthcare and fertility, and the other is in synthetic biology. And so the idea is that entrepreneurs that are building in these spaces understand this is what we've built, and we can help get them into these networks through exclusive partnerships that allow them to sell directly into it, which allows them to do two things. One, it allows them to get initial distribution and sell through a product, but then it also ultimately allows them to iterate on their product so they can create something scalable. And so that is really the biggest focus. And another example of that is a company that we just helped create recently called MCard. Which is a credit card to pay mortgages, very similar to Bilt Card that's used to pay rent. You might think, well, Bilt can compete in that space. That's true, but the mortgage market is also $1 trillion market. So where's our edge? Well, our edge is through one of our other portfolio companies called Valon, which is a unicorn now and services several 100,000 mortgagees in the United States. And so what we're going to do with MCard is distribute into this homeowner ecosystem that we basically own and control. And we don't even need a ton of conversion percentage on that to basically get this company to a Series A. And then from there, they can build out other distribution moats through other mortgage servicers and home builders and developers. And the sky's really the limit on that. But that's the idea. Companies starting from scratch, trying to get those initial distribution moats. We can guarantee those at really good terms and allow these companies to then go out and have actual KPIs they can raise larger amounts of capital on.